What a angle. We're having a better day today, a little bit more productive. It's I'm not in a mood, and that's nice. But I am kind of in like a, I don't know, it's so funny because I get into these really big emotional days and I try to get through it, and the next day it's almost like an emotional hangover. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's maybe ADHD burnout or whatever, but it's interesting. I'm having a really bad allergic reaction right now to, I think, a face wash that I brought down, and then I burn myself, or it always just pops up on my neck if I bring something down, and it's just not good. I just, what time is it? Like, I looked at the time, I was like, oh, that's all it is. Okay, so we had the gym this morning. I've been up a long time. My ideal life would be, I would wake up at like 6 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m., be at the gym, come home, take the kid out to school, come home, work. But right now, my sleep schedule is like, I wake up about 7, read a little bit in the morning, take kids to school, go to the gym. Stopped at the chiropractor today. Love my chiropractor. Last week, I went to the other one that works at the same place. And, you know, when you see a certain person for something, they just aren't the same. So last week I had told the chiropractor that I think I really hurt my toes. And he felt around. He goes, oh, well, it feels like you have good movement or whatever. I was like, okay, that's great. And I've been, I have been booking my appointments like at the gym and then going to the appointment. And I was like, I hope that's okay that I do that, just because like chiropractor appointments are so quick. And in the long run, like, yes, a massage is nice, but I do prefer a good old chiropractor. And I don't even, anyway, what I was saying is I went to the girl that I normally see, and she like felt it and she put some vibration on it to just like stimulate stuff. And yeah, it's just so nice. And we talk, and I always show up. I remember once when I started like exercising, hardcore cardio wise when I started this medication, because I just had all this energy that I needed to move my body. And I remember I walked there and I showed up and I was so sweaty. I was so embarrassed. I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I don't care. So today I went, and yeah, she took just extra care of me, and that's just so nice. And I'm like twisted, if that makes sense. Like, not twisted, but my hips aren't even. I don't know if you can tell. We probably can't tell this way. Hold on, we're all distracted today. My hips are not even. They are, well, they're better now, but like this one sits a little bit higher than this one, so I go and I get it taken care of. Oh, the gym. Don't know if I love that. We'll probably cut that. But yeah, my hips aren't even, and that can really throw comfortability out of the way. It really can hurt your body. And it's so interesting because I don't do the super cracks where they sit there and it's an adjuster gun, which is beneficial. I gotta take my psyllium husks. Let's do that quickly. So yeah, I went to the chiropractor after the gym, and I just did it easy. I'm deciding I'm gonna do like short days on Wednesdays, because if I can go hard Monday, Tuesday, take a break Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, that is going to be amazing. I am actively trying to lose weight, but I would rather be healthy than lose weight. I want to be strong. I love the feeling of like doing something and your body is capable of doing it instead of feeling weak. I'd rather be buff than skinny, because you know, if the world stays shitty, we're all gonna have to fucking fight in some way. I don't know. I don't think that though. So I went to the chiropractor, and then my old guy needed a grooming, and he looks so sweet. He got his hair cut. And when they get to this age, like Hakuna is 15, gonna be 15. You're gonna be 15, aren't you? Yeah, he's gonna be 15. I got him in May of 2011. He's older than my child. And he got his hair cut. Okay, let's take 2. I take 6 at lunch. Yeah, I drink so much water. For psyllium is just like Metamucil. It helps you poop, basically. It's high fiber. I don't even know how many grams of fiber are in this, but you should take 2 capsules 3 times daily with 250 milliliters liquid. Maintain a fluid intake. So I take it at lunch so that my morning stuff hits, and then I take melatonin at night. So at lunchtime it's just better. So yeah, we got the dog groomed. I have laundry to do. I have to wash my towels. I did my makeup. Yesterday's I was like real shiny. And today I used this, I'm having an allergic reaction, so my skin isn't the greatest. And it's been since I started like doing the vlogs. But I use, let me get my eyebrows. I use a different, I'm having such a brain fart. Primers are so good. But I use I like dewy looking makeup. I don't leave my house enough to like do what I do, but I like makeup so much that it's just what it is. And let's be real, people, I don't love my acne scars. The makeup that I do kind of takes it away. It just diffuses it. I'm a makeup girl. Why do I have to defend it? Anyway, I use Patrick Starr's primer, like the the mattifying, and it works so good. If you counteract, I have so many beverages going on right now. If you counteract like dewy makeup with this thing, it's perfect. It's not shiny, it's dewy. And then I use the powder spray. I think that's where you spend the best money. But that's another thing. Like, I did the same makeup as I did yesterday, and I think I'm less shiny. And then I did different eyebrows, because essentially you want to make it look like you're not wearing makeup. That's just, I don't know, a thing that's gonna happen for me. Lipstick, I don't know, but we're contemplating. I do have a favorite, but a favorite way of like foundation. There's this NYX or NYX. I like to call it NYX. I don't know what it is, but they have a foundation, and you mix it with anything, and it's like flawless. And my brain doesn't think that it's good, but it's good. What else did I do today? I will trim my split ends. So I sit here and part my hair in certain ways and trim my split ends a bit. I shower twice a day, but I wash my hair every other day. And I think I like the braids because it keeps like the crazy look in my hair, but like put together. Whereas when I do this, like, it still looks nice, and I have to run the round brush in, but it doesn't, the kinks happen. So It is what it is. I ended up taking Advil this morning to go to the gym because it feels tight. And I like said that to my chiropractor. I was like, it feels like it could use like just a good crack. And she goes, you know what? Eventually, that's probably what we'll have to do, but not yet. And I go, okay. And she wants me to just bend it a bit, but it freaking hurt. It wasn't a joke. I will sometimes, stuff will happen. I'm like, oh, I'm just being dramatic. It's like, no, she thinks I pulled my ligaments in it pretty good. I guess I can see. I remember being pregnant. My feet got so swollen. I didn't have like the veins on the I don't know if everybody has that, but the veins on the top. And I don't realize that I have veins on the top of my feet until my feet are swollen and then not swollen. Yeah. I was like, but I have weird looking toes, so I didn't think I did anything. She goes, I think we all have weird looking toes. I don't like her for that. Why is it that why do I feel like I need to be like insecure around her? Do I feel like I need to be insecure around her? No. But, so then we did that. I waited for the dogs, kind of planned out, kind of daddled for the last, I got ready. That took about an hour, shower, get dressed, makeup, not hair. I watched Hillary Duff's interview with Call Her Daddy. That was good. And then I watched a vlog, and then that's when I get distracted and I watch vlogs. So now I have to go downstairs, see what essay I need to do, finish this unit in psychology, and then get studying. Yeah, that's what I have to do. My little dog, my girl, she gets so upset when my boy's gone. She's like, where did he go? Anyway, let's go put an hour in the office. An hour or more. Let's do like almost 2 hours. We'll do 2 hours in the office, and then we'll do an hour later, and then read. Currently reading Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. I was reading it this morning. I fall asleep reading it on my Kindle. I really love falling asleep to reading on my Kindle. For so long, it was just fan fictions, Hermione fan fictions that I was reading. And now, because I want to do like reviews and talking about books, I'm reading actual books. But we might get back into the Hermione of it all, because there's another mainstream one coming out from what's it called? Shit, I don't remember what it's called. But there's another one coming. And the bookstore in my area, my friend who works there, or who runs it, I messaged her, I was like, did you hear about this? She goes, yes, I'm gonna see if we can have an event. I'm like, that's amazing. So if you're a part of Hermione and you're looking for someone in the community that carries like, even if you don't live in the same area as me, there's this bookstore, Nakoto Books, and she is a fellow Hermione girly, and she has events. This is how I found her. She had an alchemized event, and I didn't go to it because I was really like anxious and whatever. And then she had the event, and I was like, well, I should just go check it out anyways. And I did, and we became really fast friends, and it was nice. So she's gonna see about doing events. But if you like Hermione and you want to support people in the community, she is someone you should. I think she ships worldwide. She might do Canada and the States for sure. Canada. And yeah, she has a cute little bookshop, Nakoto Books. She carries, like, I explain it to my friends and family, like specialized, like romantic-y kind of books and manga, and they have Japanese stationery And so my son, he's actually one of the types that's like, Mom, can we go here, please? Can we go here, please? Can we go here, please? Like, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go. I have to like take a break though because of all the books that I have. But I can go for visits and some stationery. And I think I want to get into manga. I don't know where to start though. I was never like a comic book person. I think it's like a level, not, it's like a, when I found out that books in different parts of the world were read from like back to front, like in Japanese books and stuff, like I have Death Note because I like how thick it is, and reading it from back to front, which is their front to back, that threw me off. And then I've just never been like too much of a cartoon reader, but I'm gonna give it a chance because I've watched some shows. Like me and my son watched Death Note. We watched The Spy Family or something. That is Hermione coded, and she has a lot of manga. And so I think when I go in, I will see if she suggests one, and I will keep you posted. I don't know if this is gonna show up. I was watching a vlog this morning of this girl that I've been following for so long, and like she still has like normal amount of views, and it's just so nice to see her thriving in her life. Her name is also Sarah Ray Vargas, and I've watched her since she like had like a Ask Sarah thing, and she was behind a blue wall. Yeah, it's just so funny how you could live this normal life with no internet. Ooh, I got my grooming receipt for my dog. You can live this whole life to your real life people, and then you have this whole online personas and friendships. I think it's not friendship, but it's parasocial, right? Like I think there's a point of being online of wanting to be, you almost become like, it's almost like a friendship group of something, of like a big friendship group, right? And I know like the people that I watch on the daily, like Trisha Paytas, Tana Mojo, Dan and Phil, Sarah Ray Vargas. I watch her often. I'll take breaks from watching her, and then I'll watch a few of her vlogs in a row. Who else do I spend a lot of time watching online? Instagram people. Oh, I've just found so many Instagram people I really like, but the people I check in on, Tana Mojo, Trisha Paytas, there's so many that I used to watch that I don't watch anymore. I am trying to, like, on YouTube, find more smaller creators that I can follow. Just because Paige Camberlin, that's Tana Mojo's old assistant, but they're like really good friends. I will watch anything she's in. I will do what I would follow her to the ends of the earth. I think she's so funny. I think that there is a part of being an online creator that, you know, I don't have to worry about it. Nobody knows me. Nobody sees these videos, really. When I get like a view on one of my videos, I'm like, wow, how are people watching this? Like, are they only watching them for like a minute? When you start off with a bunch of things and like all these expectations and knowing what it can and will do for you if you do certain things, I think she holds herself back a lot. I loved Paige Camberlin's. I always watch her podcast, and I love when she's on the 6 Feet Above podcast, and that's Trevi and Kate's podcast. But they're not, I wouldn't say those girls they are not like influencers. I would say they're podcasters, people who just like post on a schedule kind of thing. Like Trevi, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. I had a big revelation about Trevi a few months ago. I don't know where I posted it, or if I posted it, or if I just posted a video about how much I love her and how she teaches me so much about being a woman. And yeah, it's just incredible. I just think she's incredible. It's not bravery, cause like, but it is, you know. I don't know. I'm not going into that, but I just love Trevi so much, and she teaches me a lot about being a woman. And I love Paige. I really like when Ashley posts too. I like when Amari posts. I like his skincare stuff. I take tips and tricks from him a lot, but he's going to the actual places, and then there's me that's like, let me just burn my neck by trying a new cleanser. Who else? What else? Content-wise. Dan and Phil. I've just been scrolling. There's this girl that I met in 2016 when I tried to do like a bookstagram. And I like to follow her stuff. Her name is Jessica. I always say the last name wrong. Thibault, whatever. She has a bookstagram. And like I've always followed her. There's this girl, Hannah, in London. She's from the States, and she started doing like a daily thing of getting on top of her depression or her anxiety and talking about ADHD. I don't know if she's posting too much, but I kind of like was running beside her a little bit of like, she can do it, I can do it. She can do it, I can do it. That's just another Instagrammer. There's another lady, I don't know her, I don't know how to pronounce her handle, but she posts these incredible paperbacks. And like, if you're a book nerd, you know that like the paperbacks are dying a little bit, and that's kind of sad because like good 80s and 90s and 70s paperbacks are like a little joy in life. There was a bookstore in Edmonton, and they have all these incredible paperbacks, and I think when the weather gets better and better, I'm gonna take a drive up there and like maybe take pictures of some and like find a fun one and send it to her. She does. I don't even think she thinks I think about her, but she'll post a thing every once in a while. I'm like, oh my god. She posted a beautiful paperback the other day. When I say the other day, it could be like a week ago. I see split ends. I've been all over the place. This has been 22 minutes of sitting here because I am avoiding my responsibilities. I think I was talking about the gym and about how I'm actively going to lose weight, and I'm actively doing certain things every day. Like I am doing this back exercise every day, and most days I do the ab machine because I have that like thing that pregnant women get. Their abdominal wall muscles detach, and it can happen like obviously after childbirth, which was what happened to me. And then I don't know if I ever fully fixed it after I had my son, and I just got kind of like chubby after that. Like I've gradually gotten to the point I am. I lost I think 30 to 40 pounds back in 2020, and I was looking good. But then I decided to quit smoking cigarettes. And if you know anything about that, that can make you gain some weight. Oh boy, did I gain some weight. And I had that abdominal thing. And it's so interesting because I started going to the gym 2023. I started going and doing abdominal exercise back then was so hard. And like, you have to be so careful because if you go too hard too quick, you can like have a hernia and you can hurt yourself and whatever. So you have to do slow and steady. If you gain some weight and your abdominal wall detaches, you got to be careful. But it's so interesting that I've been not focusing on abs so much in the last year. Like in the last year, I've been exercising so much. I go on walks. I think I like walked like 400 kilometers last year, which is a lot for not ever. And that obviously helps your core a little bit. And then this year, I have been doing abdominals every time I'm at the gym. And that, along with the back exercises, I feel mobile. Like I am a getter. And it just is what it is, you know, when you gain weight for whatever reason, health or mental, we're not going to shame here. But we're also not going to ignore the fact that there's certain reasons you need to lose weight. I didn't need to. I felt healthy for so long and I felt so good. And not so good. Obviously, quitting smoking is healthy in itself and so good for you. But also stagnant lifestyles, you're going to gain weight. And if you're healthy, which most bigger people are healthy, don't stress about it. My cholesterol is not, I'm not at the point where it's like dangerous, but it's like now or never kind of thing, right? So I found out my cholesterol is a little high. My A1C is a little high. And if you don't know what that is your blood sugar. Now, if you don't know a diabetic, and it depends on what kind of diabetic you know, blood sugar is so important. And I didn't know that until I had a diabetic son. Now, there's a difference between diabetes. It's both something to do with insulin, for sure. Type 1 diabetes is where their pancreases do not produce insulin. So they need insulin that's why they need to inject themselves. There's nothing that they did to get that. There's nothing they could have done to avoid it. They're born like this. It is an autoimmune disorder. Type 2 is also one we're not going to put on the person. You have a little bit more control over it than you do with type 1, because type 2 diabetes is based off of you are almost putting too many carbohydrates in your body for your insulin to keep up. And so you start having higher blood sugar, and certain things come from that. In order to be cautious with type 2 diabetes, or pre-diabetes, is I would highly suggest, if you are going to have a carb heavy meal, you go for a walk or exercise afterwards. That is my suggestion in general. We are not going to shame people who have pre-diabetes or have diabetes. We are not going to assume somebody got it this way. I remember after coming home from the hospital with my son, and I had no education on diabetes at all, and somebody said, well, what if he just didn't eat carbs? And I go, yeah, what if he just didn't eat carbs? What would that mean? He'd die. His body cannot produce insulin at all. That's how he ended up there in the first place. But me, as somebody who's a pre-diabetic with whatever, I can do some things like lowering my carbs. And you have to understand where carbs come from and how many carbs are in certain things. Like, I think I have a head start on it with having a type 1 because, you have, I now understand. I grew up very much don't drink aspartame, but let me tell you something. Sugar is a lot worse than aspartame if you are pre-diabetic or on the diabetes community. I do not drink full sugar soda anymore. Not at all. What else? I do not use coffee or sugar in my coffee anymore. I use sugar-free stuff. Sarah, what if we don't like the taste of the aspartame? And if you're on the roll of whatever, then you got to do the natural stuff, guys. If you don't like the taste of aspartame or it gives you a headache, I I'm not a scientist, but I do believe that if you get a headache from aspartame, it's because your body is expecting sugar and you're not giving it sugar, and so it's having a freak out. I don't know how scientific that is. I don't think that's scientific at all. But I was one that would get headaches after aspartame. But I also never had it in my life. If you have no other choice, and let me tell you something, as somebody who likes sweet stuff, and I am craving sweet stuff, I will have a full aspartame cola, because you shouldn't deny your body something that you want. Now, you're going to have like the natural people in there being like, ah. You do you. If you're, it just is what it is. I just yapped for 30 minutes while I did this. They say not to do this for longer than 5 minutes because you can get out of hand. That might be a little bit of a thing. But you know what? I just see all these little bits. Like, what are the ones when it has like a little dot on there? I am avoiding my responsibilities right now. It's either this or I start watching Sarah Ray again, because she looks like something I want to avoid my time with. I want to go to the gym in the mornings so that when I get home I can just do gym stuff and then nap in the afternoon. I never thought I'd be a morning person to that extent, but alas, I am. I like to watch Trisha Paytas now so much. Every time I watch her and she brings up her manifesting, I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm gonna do that too. Okay, I gotta stop, or I'm gonna cut my hair more than I have. And my dog is going crazy. You know what? I have to sit in here while my dogs eat. That's crap too. It's so funny. It's so hard to like break certain habits as you get older, and having to like constantly defend why I'm just sitting or why I'm just doing something is so funny to me, because or having a certain way of doing things and changing it all of a sudden, that's different. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like get dinner started. I'm gonna make tacos, I think, tonight, just because I took some meat out, and I'll do that now, and then I can do my other stuff later. But I get so snoozy. Maybe I'll have a nap. Do I want to have a nap? I don't know. I'm now just like fucking around. It's like as soon as I get my finger cuticles out, I really want to do school, and I really want it to be something I do, but I stress the fuck out of myself, and then I don't prioritize properly, and I need to really get it together, because right now I'm so focused on my YouTube and filming content and yapping and reading that like school's kind of on the back burner. And I gotta figure out a way to like not live feeling guilty. I love to do the gym, and I like doing the gym in the morning. And I've got help with, picking my kid up, so I don't have to leave halfway through things to like do that. But I like want to do more out of the house stuff. Like, I want to start going to, coffee shops, or like almost like a study buddy situation. But I do think that I'm gonna have to start going to the gym in the mornings, like bright and early, before even my child's awake, so that I can have a full day. And like going at night is not an option because I'm one of those people that is like, I'm awake if I go to the gym. And then my brain can't think about, going, well, like if I went in the afternoon, like if I went at like, I came back after dropping my kid off, do like 2 hours of school. So that would be 9:30 till 10:30, 10:30 to 11:30. 8, like eat lunch, go to the gym, or go to the gym, eat lunch, go to the gym. Like going to the gym for me, it takes 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. And then I'm there for about an hour. So it takes about 2 hours in total. So yeah, then I'm back at 11:30 to 12:30, 12:30 to 1:30. Then I'm back at 1:30. I have to shower. And then I'm not... Oh, I guess then I just am getting ready later in the day. Because it's what? I get there about noon. Do it at noon. Be back by like 1:30. Shower. Be ready by like 2:30. No, that's never 2. Yeah. Be back by 1:30. Shower and ready by 2:15. And then I have like an hour or so to dick around. So that would be about now. I actually have never thought about doing that. I have actually thought about doing that. Coming home and like doing school, doing work, and then go to the gym for a break and then come back and do getting ready. But then I feel like if I'm getting ready at this time in the day, like 2:15, it's like a waste of makeup. But then if I've already done a couple hours of school, that might be, because then I could be back by 2:30. That might be something I think about doing, actually. Damn. That might be what I have to do. Because by the time I'm ready to like go down, I'm like energized, I've done my stuff, but I want to do fun stuff because I've just, put work forward for so long that then I want to relax afterwards. So maybe tomorrow's Tuesday. Maybe we'll try it next Wednesday when I have like a break day of like whatever. Executive dysfunction is so weird because I have to go downstairs and I have to do this. And I've been sitting here telling myself that I have to go downstairs and I have to do this. And I went and I sat downstairs and I was like, okay, let's do this. And my brain goes, no, we're not doing this. And it's like, put a gun to your head. Yeah, if you put a gun to my head, I'm going to do it. But it's not going to be like a quick fix. And I'm so used to it being called lazy because of, we weren't as educated about ADHD until recently. And, you're raised by somebody or by people, that generation, they have ADHD too. And they have found ways to get through it. So I don't know. Maybe I do have to do the get up, take child to school, come back, work on some stuff for a bit, and then go to the gym. Take a break, come back, get ready. I think it's the idea of like I think I stopped doing it like that because I didn't like, was that before medication or after? I then had to think about going to get my child, and that takes, you have to like put dogs away, if you get ready to go, you have to go pick them up, you come back, that takes an hour basically, right? Half an hour. You got to say hello. It's that when you're the only parent, you make sure that your child knows that you're listening to them. You want to know about their day. You know, you don't want to get home and be like, hey, I gotta go do this, go get this ready. You don't, when you're an only parent, I really try that, like, when he first comes home, hi, how are you? What are you doing? Checking in with him. It's not like quickly gone and get away. And I know the privilege that I have in that, but I also, balance it all. You balance it all. This is a 3-splitter. What do you mean? I'm going to get a haircut next month. Just gonna trim it all off. So yeah, now that I have somebody that helps me get him, back at 1:30, ready by 2:30 ish. Then I have like an hour of whatever I need to get done. And then it's like the idea of like, when are you going to edit these? That's why I don't like to edit. And then if I did that, like, it would be in the mornings, I would do school. I could still do the gym in the mornings. I could maybe do that different schedule on my school days, where I do school first, then gym, then whatever else. That might be beneficial. Maybe we'll try that Friday. Come home, do school. Yeah. And then I sat here to be like, okay, we're gonna go and do school. And then it's like, no, you needed to yap apparently. You needed to yap. Anyway, it's been 45 minutes. That's crazy. Goodbye.